Mike King Biz. Mike King Biz here, host of One Mike and Mike Richmond's premier business radio program. We're heard as part of the Mike King Biz Radio Network, which is ESPN Richmond 106.1 daily from 5 to 7 a.m. The Choice 105.3 every day from 2 to 3 p.m., as well as International Business Growth Radio. That is Saturdays 10 a.m. Eastern. That's where you find us. That's where the game changers come to talk. One of Mike King Biz Radio is the premier business radio program in Central Virginia. Mike King Biz here, good friend Tiffany Greene played Eminem Lose Yourself. That seems to be your song, ma'am.
I love that song.
Okay, what is it about that song that resonates with you?
Lose yourself in the moment. You own it. You better never let it go. You only get
one shot. You get one shot.
You only get
Don't lose.
This opportunity. What is it? Now I lost it. Or the flow's in there.
I know. I messed up your flow. Sorry.
Yes, you did, man. I was
you were
feeling
feeling it. So what is it about that does it for you?
Couple things. So for me, when I was a kid, I still do. I play violin. I love music. I love singing. I'm not so good at singing. I'll do it. I love karaoke, but I don't think I'm good. But I love to play the violin. Love music. Music's a big part of my life. So when Eminem's singing the song, you gotta lose yourself in the music, the moment you own it. And he's like, only got one shot. Don't miss this opportunity, right? That's life. I mean, it's a true testament to life. And I feel like I can relate to those lyrics. And Eminem, now my life, my backstory is not the same as Eminem's. But if you follow Eminem and you watch like 8 Mile or ever listen to him speak, he did not have an easy go of it.
No, he did not. Right? And he lets you know.
And there's a certain element, while my backstory isn't exactly the same as Eminem's, I kind of relate to his lyrics about coming from hardship and adversity and just taking those opportunities when they come.
All righty, Tiffany Greene, she is here, and tell people who you are and what you do.
So I'm Tiffany Joy Greene, and I'm the founder of Empower People, which is a nonprofit that provides education, connection, and support to purpose and mission-driven leaders who are trying to drive positive impact and empower people.
You are also the inventor, creator of the Empower Hour.
That's correct.
Let's talk about what that is.
So Empower Hour is when we get a group of folks from our advisory council, the Empower People Advisory Council. We have about 14 or 15 folks on that council, and they are volunteering their time to answer any of your business management or leadership questions. It's a great opportunity. So if you have any questions about your business, your style, anything that's going on, this is your panelist of experts who can help you. Now in March, we have Brian Kinsey, who's our HR expert, Stacy Briley Goodman, who
our
is
operations expert.
Operations. We have John Rabel, who is our attorney.
Our legal eagle.
Or risk management. He likes to think.
That's right, because he says if you think you need a lawyer on Tuesday,
too late.
You're
trying to avoid risk, not just get an attorney when, oh my gosh, I might be going to court.
Because he speaks English.
He's so down to earth.
He speaks English.
He's very down to earth.
Yes.
And some attorneys can be intimidating, seem unapproachable. No, well, he's also a business owner.
Yes.
That's how he thinks of himself.
And he understands that. The business of law.
That's correct. And we also have, I'm waiting to hear back, but we're hoping to have Dr. Christine Fusilier for the Empower Hour.
Oh, right. And she went to HCA.
That's correct. And that's why we're waiting to hear back, because she's got to settle down there before she could commit to.
Right. She is our DEI expert.
Oh, thank you.
She got all the
credentials. You said last time, all the credentials. Yes,
she got all the
credentials.
Alrighty, so what we do is every first Wednesday, we get together, the whole team, the squad.
Yep, the superhero squad.
The squad gets together and people contact us about issues that they have. You really can't get that in very many other places. The idea when you put that together was?
It's simple. So whenever you're working in a business, you're working in an ecosystem. You have an internal ecosystem and you have an external ecosystem. So when you're a small business owner, your ecosystem is small, and sometimes you might be missing some vital links to your ecosystem.
Right, because you don't have, I call it the firepower. You do not have the leverage to go out and get those things.
Correct. You might not have you're probably not going to have a board of directors. You might not have an advisory council, and you may not have a full C-suite. So through this Empower Hour, you're getting some accessibility to all that subject matter expertise, all that knowledge that can help you fill in some of the gaps that you might have, right? So let's throw a question out to the panel. It could be any question. Let's just say,
I want to fire that person. I'm sick of their crap.
Right. So Brian, who's the HR expert, will probably take on that question first, right?
Yes.
He's going to say, give you all the pros and cons about what that firing could be, what the rules and regulations you might have to follow. But then when Brian starts segueing into rules and regulations, I can already envision who starts chiming in.
Now we're gonna go to John.
John's going to start chiming in about all the legal ramifications. And then, who else might chime in?
Stacy's gonna be like, what kind of
How's that going to impact your operations and your processes within your organization if that person were to leave? And then what am I going to start talking about?
You're going to talk about how does that impact the culture and the purpose. Maybe the problem that they had was purpose.
Right. So what was the original problem here?
It might have been purpose. How they felt in an organization. Because we're just throwing money at them, because you say money is not always the answer. Money is a
KPI. It's a key performance indicator. It's not the end goal. So there was actually, I don't know who posted it, but on LinkedIn, you made me think of this. So on LinkedIn, there's this chart that's floating around there around management, and it's showing what's motivating people. And would you know that money is like less than 10%? So
okay, all right, ma'am. Hold up a second. Now I am down with the feel good moments. Mm-hmm. If I say really I'm only here for the money, it sounds like I'm just a money grubbing jerk. But in reality, I am here for the money. It just doesn't sound good.
Yeah, but the truth is, you can be somewhere for the money, but it doesn't mean you're going to stay there just for the money.
That is true.
So this chart was reflecting management. So what's the thing that's going to keep somebody the longest and happiest? Is being acknowledged and seen by management.
Yes.
And what does that, now this chart did not talk about this. This is my interpretation of that. What does that really mean? You want to feel like you're purposeful within the organization, that you're contributing. So when manager sees you and acknowledges you, you're feeling validated for your contribution.